Namaskar, I Vishwarupa Rath. Welcome you all to Uday India Digital. Today I'll talk about the India's semiconductor story. The semiconductor industry is one of the most important and strategic industries in the world. It is a backbone of digital economy, powering everything from smartphones to computers to cars. India has long been a major consumer of semiconductors, but it has not been a major player in the manufacturing of these critical components. And this happened in India, which was ruled by supposedly most progressive and technology-driven governments of Congress. India missed the semiconductor bus in 1987 due to an incompetent government. And today, India is behind 12 generations in global semiconductor race. India got opportunity again and again, but India kept losing. Let me tell you how. Semiconductor, or better known as chip or processor, is the most important component today. From your mobile phone to computers, games, cars, smart appliances, defense equipments, and even satellites, all are dependent on the semiconductor, that is chip. You all must have read the reports of long delivery time of cars during the last year. That also happened because of shortage of chips. This happened because India does not manufacture chips. India imports 100% of its semiconductor needs, approx $15 billion in 2020, with 37% coming from China. This demand is expected to increase to $32 billion in 2025 with the use of 5G. Currently, Taiwan, South Korea and China are major chip-making countries. It is a 37.4 lakh crores industry today. Now there is something which you need to know. Chip making involves three stages. First is design, second is fabrication, that is chip manufacturing. Third is testing, assembling, etc. India has 1 and 3, but India doesn't have any 2, that is fabrication. There are some companies who do design and assembling, like Intel, and they are called IDM, that is Integrated Device Manufacturer. ARM, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Apple do only design. They outsource fabrication, wafer processing and assembling. When we talk about chip manufacturing, we'll talk about step 2, which means fabrication or manufacturing in easier terms. Chip fabrication is done in big manufacturing plants, which are called fabrication foundries. They are main job providers. Now, if you have understood basics, then let's understand how India missed this semiconductor revolution. And it starts from 1960. In 1960, a company, Fairchild Semiconductor, considered building a fab in India. But due to Indian bureaucracy, they left India and went to Malaysia. In 1962, government company Bharat Electronic Limited set up a FAB to manufacture silicon and germanium transistors. But again, same story. BEL couldn't match global quality and price standards and had to be shut down. In 1987, IISc's Professor A.R. Vasudeva Murthy helped to establish Metchem Silicon Limited, which in partnership with Bharat Electronic Limited was to produce semiconductors. That was the moment. This could have catalyzed an electronic revolution in India. But again, bad luck of India without government support, especially promised supply of subsidized electricity. Metchem couldn't produce high quality polysilicon chips, and they failed. In 1984, most tragic story is Semiconductor Complex Limited, Chandigarh. Starting with a 5000 nm process and advanced to 100 nm technology, it was the cutting edge technology which was developed only a year or two before. At that time, China and Taiwan had not even entered the FAB space. But the entire complex was burnt in fire in 1989. Cut to 2006. Manmohan Singh government declared first Indian semiconductor policy, but it always remained on papers. Do you know how long it took them for the next step? It was 6 years. In 2011, they invited expression of interest to foreign companies to invest in India. Despite all this, Manmohan government was not serious for semiconductor manufacturing in India. This was evident in an incident in 2013 when World Semiconductor Council was forced to write a letter to Manmohan Singh government for cooperation in promotion of semiconductor industry in India. In 2005, a major MNC semiconductor company started operations in South India, but they faced roadblocks at each step. They imported equipments from US. Leave any concessions, they were levied heavy import duties and had to pay huge sums as demurrage. They asked help from the remote-controlled Manmohan Singh government. But without kickbacks, everybody knows Congress government does not help their forefathers, let alone a foreign company. They didn't help. China grabbed this opportunity and welcomed the project, giving the company everything it needed, and they left India and moved to China. Another chip MNC in the process of setting up their FAB here withdrew after seeing the horrific experience of this MNC. Everybody knows chip plant requires huge investments and huge electricity supply. But till 2014, there was no vision. No political will to support infrastructure was absent, and there was no market to attract investors. After 2014, Modi government built massive infrastructure in India. Country became major mobile phone manufacturers, energy self-sufficient. Our economy is fairly mature now. This chip industry needs heavy support from the government to grow. US has offered $25 billion to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company to set up a fab in Arizona and proposed a $52 billion in funding through the CHIPS Act to subsidize companies to make their chips in the US. Under leadership of PM Modi, a comprehensive semiconductor program formulated to provide uniform incentive of 50% to support design, manufacturing and packaging. Program also supports R&D talent capacity building. Micron, which is Integrated Device Manufacture, that is IDM in chip making, is setting up assembly, testing, marking and packaging facility in India. Government of India approved Micron's proposal to invest 22,516 crores with the fiscal support of 50% of actual capital. This investment will create 20,000 direct and indirect job opportunities in 5 years, besides creating a massive ecosystem. It will give us skilled manpower. Presence of a global semiconductor company like Micron will also give confidence to other global semiconductor companies. Foxconn has also announced that they are preparing to apply for Silicon FAB and Display FAB. Similarly, Vedanta will also establish FAB with the new partners. Earlier, they were supposed to work in joint venture with Foxconn, but now both will work separately. The way Modi government has done homework and supporting semiconductor industry, finally we can say India is ready to catch the bus that we missed in 1987. Hope you liked the analysis. Stay tuned for more such news.